call me old man Wade.
Damn you, old man!
Wait.
Old ass man.
Shut up, old man. You smell like fart.
No, man!
Old man.
He's so old, he got a podcast on cassette.
Fuck, you're old.
Damn it, Wade.
And welcome to the Old Man Wade Show. I am your host, Old Man Wade, and we are back at it again. I have my lovely wife, Mrs. Old Man Wade.
Hey.
With her normal enthusiasm when she comes into the show. And we have returning guests from a popular show, Ocean of Horrors. Jamie's back.
Yay.
And as was last time, we're drinking. Some of us are drinking and doing other things. Hey, you just incriminated yourself. I didn't say anything. And she just gave me the finger. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is what married life is like. Your wife giving you the finger and you sipping a beer and just taking it like a man.
Okay.
Right? True.
Moving on.
True.
So I did a show yesterday, which will be like a week later from you people listening, with some buddies of mine, Super Harvey and Just Greg, about dating. And we don't have a lot of experiences with one night stands, like just flat out, just like one night stands. You go out, you do your thing, blah blah blah. Javi's been in a relationship for 10 years. I've been with my wife going on 11 years now, and Greg's in limbo, but doesn't really do one night stands. And in the peak of the Me Too movement, I also thought it would be a good idea to give some advice out to women about the do's and the don'ts when they're out, looking to have fun. So, Maria, what does you think would be the what do you think the number one rule would be when it comes to going out looking for sex?
Wait, going out looking for sex?
Specifically going out looking for sex.
Specifically going out, don't get too fucked up.
Yeah.
A, you won't enjoy the sex you're looking for because you'll be wasted and there's nothing worse than
You won't remember it.
and not remembering what you did. Secondly, you don't want to end up going home with some kind of like creep, like who could do something like horrible, like stick it in your bum when you're not looking.
Well,
so,
if you just stick it in your bum, pretty sure you're not going to be looking. Unless this person's very gifted.
Fair.
Young kids are into that now. For real. I'm like kids, like not young kids. I always make myself sound like 65, but like I'm talking about people that are like 26 years old.
These kids nowadays.
Let me tell you, anybody under the age of 20, actually anybody under the age of like 30 or 28, they're 12 years old to me.
Right? No, seriously. I'm like, oh. No, near my house, I lived next door to college, and I was driving home one day, and I told people at my work, I was like, oh, last night was so foggy, it was crazy, and there were kids everywhere in the streets. And they were like, kids? And I'm like, well, I mean, the college kids, they were walking to the bar, but like,
So rule number one, you say, don't get too trashed.
Don't get too trashed.
So besides the fact that, you want to enjoy the sex, what about the implications of, like, not keeping your bearings if you're too drunk?
Well, yeah, you don't want to end up somewhere with someone that you shouldn't be with. There's a lot of creepy people, and you have to be really careful. And also, I mean, STDs are very real, people. It's the gift that keeps on giving in most cases. And do you really want to go home with herpes for the rest of your life?
Yeah, that's the end of the world as you know it.
You know what though? This is actually pretty sick. I actually enjoy telling people that I have STDs if things don't go my way after a hookup.
Not because you actually have
them. No, not because I actually have them, but like when they blow you up.
Still the fear.
You're like, yeah, you know what? Maybe you should go get yourself checked. Just saying.
That is amazing.
That might be the most devious and amazing thing I've ever heard in my life.
Make them sweat a little,
just whisper in the ear, you might have herpes.
How do you feel about that?
Chlamydia is nothing though, because you can just take a pill for that, You need something serious, yeah, like herpes. possibly HIV positive, you know.
Hepatitis.
Yeah, something that is non-curable.
So you're just saying chlamydia is the one night stand of STDs.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
herpes is marriage.
Yes. That should be the name. Back to the dark side. Herpes is marriage.
And I'm writing it down. So what about for guys? Obviously, if you're too drunk, you can't perform. That's pretty.
Yeah,
much
you won't be able to get it up.
It's whiskey dick.
I don't think anybody really goes out though to meet. Like, if someone's actually looking, they're like, oh, you know what? I want to get laid tonight. Feeling it, you know? Yeah, no one is going to a bar, I feel like, anymore. People are on Tinder and they're just swiping, hoping, that somebody responds.
You literally just go to fuck. So it's not like that old notion of going to a bar and meeting a person and being like, you know what? Fuck it.
So
and giving up inhibition. Like, you literally can turn your phone on now and be like,
and it shows you
okay,
how close people are,
Yeah.
So you're like, okay.
So there might
you're only 20 minutes away.
Yeah, this person's decent looking. And
wait. So it's not even a bar anymore. It's essentially just a swipe right in an Uber.
Yeah. I mean, you might even be able to walk next door, like.
And like,
we found that one of my buddies who will remain nameless, because he's dating somebody, was on Tinder at work, and he found out that one of the women on Tinder was actually in our building.
Oh, really?
Literally, a few floors up.
That's
my friend, who will also remain nameless because she's also married, was on Tinder one night. This is super weird. She was on Tinder one night in Boston because she was at her husband's place, and she saw my ex-husband on Tinder, which is weird because he's in a relationship, and it said that he was 4 or 5 miles away. It was a short distance, but he was supposed to be with our daughter in Bridgewater, so I was really confused about it. He said it was wrong, but he never actually addressed the fact that he had a Tinder and he has a live-in girlfriend.
Maybe they're into it. Maybe he was bringing her home for a little three-way action. But so it still befuddles me that it's really that easy now. Again, I'm a thousand fucking years old, and I don't get dating websites. I don't understand. I didn't trust people enough to have one night stands because I don't know. And I said this last pod. I don't know how crazy this woman might be. So do I bring her to my house and worry about her stabbing my roommate when she walks out the door?
It's a possibility, it's the risk you run. It really is.
Or do I go to her house and then she locked me in some weird basement, dropping lotion down a well?
I think if you gotta choose good questions to ask the person to possibly eliminate psychopaths like that. One question that I've taken to asking people on when I'm talking, I'm not really looking for hookups, to be honest. I don't know why I said that. I'm making it sound like I'm looking for booty calls every night. But questions that I ask people when they're trying to talk to me, and this is a weird one, is, have you ever been to jail? And people are like,
that is not a weird question.
People are thrown off by it. I'm like, I just feel like a lot of people
have been,
and I have not been. I'll share that with you. I have not been to jail. So,
as a black male, shocking, I have never been to jail either.
But I don't know, I'm.
So what do you think that question alludes to? If they say yes,
But I don't want to, because they're probably losers. There's so many losers online. There's so that's where they all are because. I'm online, but I hope I'm not a loser, but
I'm a loser online. All I do is sit and post my comic book articles all day on online.
But I mean a waste of life loser. These people don't have jobs, they don't have cars, they just got out of
in their mother's basement.
Yeah, or a sober house, and it's what the fuck are you doing trying to meet somebody right now?
Crackheads need love too.
Get your shit.
But they're not for me,
Get your shit together first, then worry about fucking later.
No, seriously.
But I think that's a good question because if someone said to me, well, let's say I went to jail when I was 16 or something stupid. He was like, have you ever been to jail? Yeah, I got caught selling a dime bag when I was 16, but that was when I was 16. I'm now 25, and I don't have those issues anymore. You know what I mean? A person who's gone past that usually doesn't really have an issue explaining the things that goes on. If someone gets kind of offended, they're like, "The fuck you mean I've not been in jail?" No, it's just a general question.
Right? No, some people do get offended, and they're like, that's just weird. Why would you ask that? And then I'm like, well, if you're getting defensive about it, you've probably been to jail. So
Well, and also from past knowledge, of like people that you may have dated or met, like thinking this person's like completely normal, and then you find out like 3 months in they're like a rapist or like
no, yeah, people are really crazy. They're gonna hide it.
yeah. So I understand that question fully.
But like, yeah, you gotta ask good questions. I don't know. I feel like there's like a difference in ages and stuff like that with like what you find as well. Like, so you go on, you're like swiping, whatever. Like, okay, so my friend the other day was talking, and she met somebody. I don't even know how she met him, but basically, just so casually at work, she's just telling me that, you know, she's 10 years younger than me, so she's 25. She just turned 25. She met this guy, and he's looking for a dom, and he's
like
gonna
a dominatrix.
Yeah, and he's gonna be the sub. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, you know. She's like, you don't have sex with them because like you're too good for that. You know, you just like you might pee on them, spit on them, you know,
That's a thing.
kick them in the balls. I'm like, wait, you're okay with this? And she's like, yeah. She's like, oh my god, like he already sent me $200, and I'm like,
So he's paying.
yeah, no, exactly, he's paying her.
This is a
To beat his ass.
It's a valuable market and things like that. They're like, you have women who are. Sometimes you have women who are like either like or in power but aren't really in power, quote unquote. So they need to abuse somebody. They feel the need to do that.
I mean, I can use you on a daily, but I don't expect you to pay me for it.
I like it though. There's a difference. And then you have these guys who are always in power, and it's like they have mommy issues, daddy issues, control issues, and they just feel the need to be punished for all the things that they do. And there's a market for it.
There is a market.
I think that just people are just super sexual now. I feel like they like people that are a little bit younger than us are because you know, like you guys have been together for a long time. A lot of people in their 30s are married, you know, or have been in like serious relationships for a while. So yeah, the people that are like single still, I feel like the younger generation, nobody's really getting married, you know, a lot of them aren't. And it is a lot of like free sex, and people are into some really kinky, weird things. So I guess if you are going to go for a one-night stand, make sure you also ask the questions of what they're into, because you might step into something that you're not that into.
So I asked a buddy of mine, I'll call him Lucifer. I asked him, like, because he was like, you want to talk about one-night stands, make sure you talk to me. So he sent me a text message, like a list of things. I thought it was great. There are two main types of one-night stands. There is the Big Bang. It's when two random people meet at a bar or something, and right away they know. Then there's the evolution. This happens over a course of the night, many drinks and lots of talking, and there's an actual mental connection. Oh, these text messages are split up. So, and they know, and they know. No, you know, it doesn't matter. Or local versus vacation. When you have a local one-night stand in the morning, you should probably ask for the number, even if it's not going to be used. Just as a courtesy, in case you run across this person. Unless it was a drunken office Christmas party wrong, you bury that deep. On vacation, you only ask what their Instagram is so you can show your boys.
I would say for sure ask for the number. You have to. You have even if you are not going to call, you have to ask for the number because because you want to get out of there in one piece, Maria. You know, like you don't want any like
backlash.
Yeah, like right there, like. Yeah, ask for the number, never text, or if you already have the number and you don't plan on texting, block the number then, because...
So then that brings up the point. One night stand, though, you're doing it at their place, not yours, so that you can run.
Yeah, I would say, yeah. If you were actually planning a one night stand, for sure, yeah, do not bring them back to your place.
So how does that work? So now you have two people who both have that same rule of, let's not do that at my place, let's go to your place. So how does that work?
No, because usually somebody's a slut, you know? Yeah. Like the person that's like out looking for the one night stand, whoever they're hooking up with is usually gonna...
Let them come to their place.
Yeah.
So Maria will get a kick out of that.
Or you just do it in the car.
There's
which I haven't done in a really long time because I'm really old. So
I can't bend like that anymore.
No, exactly. I just like think about it and I'm like, oh, why?
So I was talking about this the other day. I've never actually had sex in a car.
I used to do it when I was a teenager a lot.
Yeah, but like, see, when I was a teenager, I had a deplorable parenting system. So
yeah, you can just have them in your house.
Yeah. So there was no need for the car.
You didn't have to suffer.
But
it's not worth it.
Now at the tender age of 35, I'm like, I've never had sex I can never answer.
Well, definitely don't do it in the front seat if you're gonna try.
Again, like you said, I don't bend that way anymore.
So, Slade Hale, I asked him from the Whiskey Brothers podcast because he's notoriously known as someone who does one night stands. He's a comic, and he goes, "I'm assuming both parties are drunk, playing the odds. You both fought." And I asked, "What do you do after? Like, what do you do after? Like, who leaves? Who does that?" He goes, "I'm assuming both parties are drunk. You both fall asleep. The person who doesn't live there is obligated to fake an early meeting so they can reevaluate their life at 6 a.m. over coffee alone. The other party sleeps in."
Okay, so nobody knows me, so I'm going to admit this story. So I had somebody that I recently it stopped, but like I would just go and like have sex with him, and he was really hot.
Oh, that's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
He lived really close by, and yeah, I'd send him a text message and I'd be like, "Hey, like, you want to fuck?" Like, I literally would just be that out there, and he'd be like, "Yeah, sure." So I'd go over, and like his door would be unlocked. I'd let myself in the house, and it's funny because if I was at work, I would take a shower at his house before we would have sex. I would like just take
you gotta
I just gotta work. But I feel like that's like crazy for like, you know, like when you're just like hooking up with somebody, like, why, you know? But then we'd have sex and it'd be good, you know. But as soon as we were done, I would get up and get my clothes and be like, okay, well, see you next time, and I just leave. Is that weird?
No.
So awkward.
No.
I've never tried to stay. I've never tried to stay. I'm like,
Did he ever try to convince you to stay?
No, he's never asked me to stay. I've
Jamie,
never.
That's like a real hookup.
Hold on. This is what I say to what you did, Jamie. I give you a round of fucking applause. For all the hookups I've had, I've never had one night stands, but I've had a lot of hookups. And
then that's not a one night stand then. So, or do you call that like a one night stand?
That's just hook. You just hook it up. So it's just you're a fuck buddy. It's essentially what it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like a friend you're fucking. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but they're not even friends. They leave immediately.
Yeah,
there's no conversation.
This has been.
There's no sharing emotion.
I feel like this has been going on and off for years now, right? But the funny thing is I literally realized recently that I know fucking nothing about him. Like, we are Facebook friends, so I was like going through his Facebook and I was like, what? This is what he's into? Like,
you know what? That's even. Alright, that's even better. Okay.
So that's like the one night stand that just keeps on giving. You never actually have to learn anything. You're just in and out. Stuff.
There was. I give you two.
Under 10 minutes.
I can give you two examples. There was one girl. We used to hate fuck each other. Like, we used to argue and debate about the dumbest shit ever just so we could have sex. That was the only way we could...
Did you set up a topic beforehand?
No, like, she would just piss me the fuck off, like, purposely. One day she sent me a text message. She goes, hey, what are you doing? I said, I'm sitting here watching whatever the fuck I was watching. And she goes, oh, can I come by? I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, what do you want to do? She goes, oh, I just want to fuck. I'm like, okay, cool. So I was like, all right, I'll meet you wherever, whatever. So I met her. We're arguing all the way to the house. We fuck. We watch some TV. She starts another fucking argument. We fuck again. And then she leaves. I kid you not.
yeah, just
There's one other
get what you want.
Get out.
One other girl, she would hit me up, get off of work, and she'd go, oh, you home yet? I was like, I'll be home in probably like another, like, blah, blah, blah. She goes, all right, well, you'll be home in 15 minutes. I'm 20 minutes away. All right, cool. I'm just going to leave the door unlocked. I'll be in bed. We'd fuck. She'd go to sleep. She'd wake up. All right, I'll see you next time. All right, cool. I'd go back over, go to sleep. She'd go home.
I feel like I learned at a tender young age that a lot of guys, when they hook up with you, like, no matter what they tell you before hooking up with you, because they're going to tell you everything, they don't really want you to be there after, you know?
I think it...
No, because if you actually wanted to, like, snuggle with a girl, then you wouldn't just be casually fucking.
No, exactly. So somebody that's casually fucking, like, yeah, they don't want you to stay. They want you to leave. So it's just, like, awkward. So, yeah, I'm just, like, I feel that's why I just do that. Like, just, like, naturally, I'm like, okay, well...
Peace out.
Yeah. When I dated Chris, like, when we first, like, were hooking up, because we hooked up for, like, a couple of years before we actually dated, he thought that was weird. Like the first time we hooked up, I was like, okay, well, see you at work. And he was like, what? You're leaving? Because he, like, randomly wanted to cuddle, and that was weird to me. You know?
He was a weird individual.
No, he
I was
was.
gonna say because he was an asshole.
But then that's like it's kind of
He
even
liked
worse.
to emotionally fuck people.
Yeah, when
that's
you
why.
like if you just go to like have sex with somebody and then they like randomly want to cuddle, it's like you like lay there and you're like. You can't sleep. You're just like you're like trying to will yourself to sleep, but you're like so uncomfortable, and you're just like they're like holding you, and you're like, oh man, why did I do this?
Oh.
I always, and we were talking about this. Did either one of you guys live the dorm life?
No.
She had a baby.
Yeah, I was like, I went to college for. I actually
I had children.
I went to college for like one semester. I don't even know if it's called that because that's how short I went. I was telling Nevaeh about that the other day. She was like, "You went to college?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did."
For 2 minutes.
I took 4 classes. Okay, like whatever. I finished them.
It essentially sounds like my college career. But no, so we were talking about the dorm life, and I think it's a blessing that I never lived the dorm life, because I would be known as that guy that like every woman would have either hated or loved. Because like, I just feel like I would have woke up and they'd be like, oh, they would have been like, I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up, Jennifer? And then she just would have been flipping me off right down the hall. And they'd be like, what's that about? Nah.
I don't understand like dorm life, to be honest. Like I live in an apartment building where, like I said, I live across from the college. So college kids do live in like my like complex, and there's actually 4 of them that live above me. So the biggest apartment is only 2 bedrooms. So it's 4 college guys that live in this 2-bedroom apartment. So obviously they're like sharing rooms.
Oh yeah.
Like I've never done that, and I just can't imagine like going and like hooking up with my boyfriend while his like roommate is like in the bed next to him.
Yeah, no, that's odd. But I guess like if you're just one night standing Jamie and running out the door.
That's true.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe you're hoping to get both of them involved. I don't know.
I mean, I guess when you're like 19, you don't give a fuck. It's like, why are you fucking the car? Somebody could see you doing it, but like,
right?
Whatever. You're just trying to get laid. Like, that simple.
This is slightly off subject, but still like sexual and kind of dating. So the other day at work, this girl that I work with, she said that she's never received a dick pic. Ever. And
I've actually heard that a lot. Like,
and she's,
I don't know if I've ever actually.
she's older.
Yeah, no,
she's a little bit older than me, but not much. She's
sure,
probably like, maybe early 40s, maybe. I don't even know. And I was like, I feel like I get them all the time. And it's like, what is it about my face that says that I would love to see your dick? I mean, I would love to see your dick. I'm not going to lie.
People, probably because the statement's just like that. You probably actually use those words. Yes, I'd love to see a dick.
No, I feel like people will straight up just ask you, be like, oh, you want to see my dick? And I'm like, sure, send it.
But we talked about that. You said it's a good thing because at least now you know what the fuck you're working with.
Oh, I got a terrible one recently, right? And I actually critiqued it. I critiqued it to him.
You critiqued it to him?
I was like,
I just pictured you sitting there going, like Simon Cowell, that penis is horrendous.
It is an all shade of pink.
It is an all shade of pink.
It was
Is that a freckle?
It was really small, one, right? So, like, why are you sending dick pics of your small dick? Like, no one wants to see that.
Maybe he's a grower, not a shower.
Okay, if you're sending a limp dick pic, that's a problem too.
Yeah, that's a definite.
I've actually had to tell people that. Some people have sent me limp. I'm like, get it fucking hard first. Like, what
Actually,
are you doing?
if you're bold enough to send a limp dick pic, then
That means something, Jamie. The limp dick pic means something.
But his dick pic was on the toilet.
Wait, Wait, he's sitting on the toilet?
Yeah.
Do you think he's taking a shit? That's
No,
not
I
what
don't know.
thought.
I don't know. It's hard though. It's hard, but it's like small. And I was like, in the future, never take a dick pic on the toilet. I said that. Like, yeah, what the fuck are you thinking? You thought this was just gonna be sexy?
oh my god, who sends a dick pic on the toilet?
So gross. Sometimes when you push someone out, you get a boner. That's really great. You just gotta send it to the woman.
Well, obviously, if she wasn't impressed by it, and he pushed one out, and he got a boner, and that was like his best image.
I can't believe that you critiqued his dick, though.
Yeah, no.
Start do it. I mean, we do it with each other. Like we will show each other pictures and then talk shit.
Yeah, trust me. When my friends send me dumb pictures of chicks, they're fuck. Well, unfortunately, they don't do it anymore because we're all fucking married. Like when we do stuff like that, it was just like, huh?
Nice, Mark.
well, no, we're all married. We're all married, so it's like there's nothing to fucking send anymore. But it's like we look at it, we're like, why does her nipples look like that? Like that's like just know that everyone is seeing your titties and seeing your vagina. That's just what it is.
Well, that's why I don't understand like sending like dick pics or naked pics because like it's not just for the person. Like literally, they're going to show everyone.
Well, that's why you're gonna do it on Snapchat.
No, see,
because then if they screenshot it, then you know, and you're like, listen, asshole, I know you fucking saved that.
So here's the thing. One day I was gonna send Maria one.
Snapchat?
While she was at work. But I know sometimes her Snapchat will go off. It'll be from me, and one of her friends Maria will just instinctively go, "Oh, it's from Mark. Read it to me."
Yeah, no, I'm not very personal or private about my phone. Like, I let people just take my phone. I'll be like, "Oh, can you read that text for me?" Like, I'll be doing something.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, like I'm that person. So like, if somebody sent me a dick pic, yeah, like all my friends would have saw Mark's dick.
Yeah.
Because I would be like, hey, can you open that and just tell me what he wants?
Have you ever gotten a Snapchat that says it's like a picture because it's like the red square, but it's actually a movie?
No.
I get those sometimes, yeah.
Wait, are they sending movies now?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, Maria. Oh my god. People, I not only do I get pics, I get movies.
You get full-length features.
I get full-length features.
Let me find out you're getting like CGI Michael Bay penis pics.
I can't.
It's like a transformer in the background to show you how big it is compared to Optimus Prime's forearm.
I can't.
No, definitely. I almost mentioned the name, but yeah, definitely people send me videos all the time.
So, my homegirl who used to work at the place, she just said, when you go, she goes, make eye contact, like when you're going out looking for a one night stand, she goes, make eye contact, talk to them, take shots, go to their place, hook up. If you're sober enough to leave right after that, then run.
Yeah, right? Seriously. You're like, yeah, just get out.
She goes, if not, sleep it off, wake up, and then say thanks and leave. If they ask for your number and you had good sex with them, take it and plan around too.
That's fair. I feel like that's fair. One of the only time I ever had a one night stand, that wasn't because a repeated offender is not a one night stand, right? Like, I mean, simply just a one night stand. I was like telling Mark earlier, it was like the grossest experience ever because he was a shrimper.
Ew.
For those of you who do not know what a shrimper is, it is someone who likes to suck the toes. I don't really like people to touch my feet because it's fucking gross and like your nasty slobber on my toes is nasty. B, my biggest problem with it and totally turned me off from even wanting to have sex with him after he sucked my toes was that I was wearing flip-flops in the summer in a bar.
You're like,
and he sucked my dirty, like STD infested, nasty ass toes. Like, I was like telling Mark, I was like, he tried to kiss me on the mouth, and I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I could not do the toe thing either.
So
I couldn't even
filthy.
allow it. No.
And that's probably why I never did it again. Because, like, honestly, it was the most bizarre experience ever. The sex was not good. I definitely should ask for a dick pic. And he sucked my dirty fucking toes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I hate toes. I had some kid recently say something like I did send him a picture of my feet too. I
mean, you have pretty cute.
Yeah, they are cute feet, but they fucking stink. So like, I'm just like, ew, you do not want to suck my toes, you sicko.
Okay, I'll just say this. So, just for listeners who might get grossed out by this, just skip for about 15 seconds.
Don't say it.
I don't understand guys who like having their asshole licked. I don't get it.
Okay,
I know some people.
This is like, I know a lot of people. I want to talk about this actually.
I'll lick an asshole. I don't really care, but like, just keep.
He's talking about men in particular.
Who like their asshole, which is cool. That's your thing. But like, but you know what I think it was? I think I had one female. We were doing that or whatever, and she grabbed my ass, which is cool. And then I felt it between my cheeks. I'm like, okay, maybe she just no, she's trying, no, and it ruined me because like the one chance, it was like.
To this day, I've never been able to enter myself.
It was like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool. He was like, nope, no. It just wasn't gonna be a thing.
You know, I feel like that is a big thing. I find like with talking to people is like people are like straight up about it. Like they're like, yeah, like I'm like, oh, okay, like.
So wait, have you ever licked someone's ass?
I have, but I was really drunk, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if I could do it. So the kid that I was hooking up with a lot that stopped recently, he actually asked me for that, and I was like, what? Like it was so
like straight up ass. Like,
yeah.
Will you lick my asshole?
Yeah.
That would have ended.
No, because I was gonna do it. I was prepared. He was a good lay, and I was like, okay, you know what?
Take one for the team.
Yeah, this is what he wants. I guess I can do it.
And then it's like it just feels like the awkwardness.
The
of
sex was that good that she was willing to lick his asshole.
I have.
To keep it going.
That does sound crazy when you say it like that.
I have had one pair of feet in my mouth once, and the sex was that good. Like it was just that good. I'm doing.
They asked you to lick their feet though.
Yeah, I was in there. It was in the moment. We were both.
Yeah.
We were both.
Feet are disgusting.
We were drunk. Like,
okay.
And it was just like whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's just what it is.
But yeah, no, he straight up was like, next time we hook up, I want you to lick my ass, and I was like, like no, and, you know, like how do I even respond to this? So I was just like, okay, like you know. So then I talked.
Send a poop emoji.
I talked to Teresa. I talked to Teresa because Teresa's all about fucking ass
She
play.
likes assholes. Okay.
Yep, she does, and she's to like fuck her ex-boyfriend too with a strap on. She's crazy, but and she like loved it. But so I was like, I don't know, Teresa. Like I've done it before, but I was like really drunk, and like he doesn't like when I drink because he doesn't really drink. So like, you know, like what am I gonna do? And she's like telling me, she's like, yeah. Like I'm like, how am I gonna like initiate this though? Like how do you get to
Like,
the
see, okay.
like
How do you get to the asshole?
Yeah, exactly.
So here's my thing.
See, what is sexy about going down to somebody's asshole?
So you're gonna start like by giving them a blowjob, right? And then obviously, like you know, you like play with your balls, and then that's how you know that like I
You segue? Like you throw their legs over their shoulders.
right?
It just sounds so unmasculine that I don't understand why any guy would want a woman to literally throw his legs over his shoulders and lick his asshole.
But like, long story short, I didn't even end up doing it with him. Like, I was so nervous before that I was drinking at my house, even though I was like, oh, I can't drink too much because he's gonna know. And then he texted me like, hey, be home in like 15 minutes if you want to head over. And like, when I got that text message, my heart dropped. You know, like that feeling that you get when you're like dreading something and you're like, oh shit. Like, so I was like, okay, I need to take like a couple shots real quick and then go. So then I went, and yeah, no, he didn't ask for it.
Because you were supposed to just do it, Jamie.
I know.
You were supposed to lick the asshole.
I failed. Maybe that is why it ended, Maria. You know?
Was that the last time?
No,
Okay.
but pretty much around then, yeah.
Oh, so like then he called for a comeback, and you still didn't lick his
Yeah,
asshole.
I still didn't do it.
That
Yeah,
was the problem.
I ruined my own booty.
He
box.
got you set up to lick the asshole, and you did not fall for the bait.
We did have good sex though, but it really was just because we've been doing it for years.
I mean, like if like that's the case, then you know, do the damn thing, man. Like if the sex is really that good, then you know, more power to it. But I'm just trying to picture like it's different when you're I guess it's different when you're going down on a woman because it's like there's like a piece of paper separating the vagina and the asshole.
Yeah.
But like
It's like a huge ball sack. You're like, how do I get around this?
Do I put it on my head?
does
And a lot of
the
guys-
guy go
Where does
does it
where
go
does
on
it have-
all fours and
A lot of
like
guys are hairy, you know, so it's like I just can't. I mean, you know what? I haven't licked any ass recently, but so maybe the younger guys do. But I just can't imagine a guy thinking enough ahead to like shave his ass.
Because you're gonna eat it.
oh no.
We need to ask these people: do they shave their asshole in preparation for the ass licking?
No, you do that. If flat out, if you know a girl is gonna go down you, or you know you're about to go down, you ask her, hey, what do you like a bush to look like? Do you want it shaved? Do you want it trimmed? Do you want it 80s?
You never asked me if you should shave your bush.
Yeah, I did. Actually, no. You just told me.
Yeah, I was afraid to just tell somebody.
Yeah, like I don't. And what did I do?
Because I like, oh, that's gross.
No, it is. No.
Yeah.
I
And what did I do? I'll be right back.
I always tell people, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you need to shave. And they're like, I will. I'm like, no, like for real, like, because
Like now.
I don't want to suck your dick and then be like,
like a cat.
reaching down my throat trying to get your fucking pube out of my throat, like you sicko.
So in your mind, preemptive asshole shaving is warranted. Yeah.
So then, if you're single and you just don't know, like, do you just always shave your ass just in case?
That's a good point. Yeah, but like no, girls don't lick the ass on the first night. You have to like work them into the ass licking.
Yeah, but what
Like
about
if
guys?
a dude asked you first night.
A lot of guys are into licking ass. Like if we're going the other way, so it's like, should I always?
Oh yeah, you should always shave your ass.
I'm a single woman. Should I always have a shaved ass? Well, I should.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It should be shaved or
I
bleached.
was gonna say, should I get it bleached?
A nice Brazilian wax.
Where do you even do that?
So
Somebody asked me for a picture of my.
Bleached asshole?
No, they asked me for a picture. It's not bleached.
You're unbleached asshole.
They asked me.
You can answer it though by next time. I don't think you want a picture of my unbleached asshole. I'll get back to you in 2 days after my
that
Brazilian.
seems like an awkward ass picture to take. No pun intended.
Well, like somebody literally, yeah, they were like looking for like, they wanted to like sext or whatever, and they were like, send me a picture of your asshole, and I was like, what? No.
That sounds sexy.
No.
So gross.
Like, I don't even want to see it. Actually, this is a good little segment here, a little segue. My stepdad recently had a colonoscopy, and because he's like in his 50s, and I went over his house, and he's like, "Hey, look at this," and it's like a picture on his phone. So I'm like, "What? What is that? It looks so weird and gross." And he was like, "It's my asshole." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
That is something your dad would do.
Well, it's not her dad. That makes it worse. It's her stepdad.
Oh, well, yeah. That is something. That is some shit he would do. Again, no pun intended. So I'm still talking to my homegirl, and she said, and I was, she was like, what we talking about? I was like, send a dick pic. She goes, oh my god, yes, I have this male stripper who I have never met in my life that sends me dick pics. Then I have this Boston fireman who sends me dick pics. I guess I hooked up with him like 10 years ago, where she used to work. I'm not gonna name the place. He hits me up on Facebook Messenger, and whenever I ask him what his schedule is, he never responds. Then just a week ago, some random kid that I went to the same school with, I guess, hacked his Facebook, and I got a dick pic. She goes, I don't ask for them; they just send them to me. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
People like, I don't really care. My friend Teresa said that. She's like an unsolicited dick pic. No. Don't just randomly send me a fucking dick pic out of nowhere. Yeah, like, but people do. People are like, hey, you want to see my dick? And I'm like, if you want to show it. Like,
You have to be ready for it.
Yeah. There's this kid I've been talking to, and we're gonna go on a date, I guess. I don't know. Because we haven't set anything up. Well, we've only been talking for like a week and a half. But, he's sent me pictures. He sent me videos. He'll be like, you want to see me come? I'm like, sure.
But do you actually want to see
No, I don't know. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of arousing. But I'm not like doing anything. It's not like I'm like, oh yeah, send me these so I can masturbate. Like, I'm not doing that. Like,
I swear you're waiting for me just to take a chug and then making these comments. I swear you're waiting exactly
I'm
for
like,
that moment.
it's like I'm like sitting there watching like The Office in my living room, and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh. And then you gotta like, you're like, oh, that's hot. That's sexy.
Thanks.
Right?
Yeah, how do you like? I've gotten some pictures, and I'm like, oh, I wish you didn't send that to me.
Right? You're like, oh, out of nowhere, out of left field. I like sending those.
My favorite is just nice. This is just nice. Like what the fuck? So
like my trainer was like sending me like some sexy sexual emojis and stuff like that on Snapchat recently.
And any of them eggplants?
Yeah. Oh, we were getting into it. We were getting into it back and forth with like these like sexual
eggplant means dick.
And So he was like, show me your tits. And he was like, or, like, in a little cat emoji. I'm like, terrible. But then, of course I do. Of course I do. Yeah, of course I do.
Was your asshole bleached then? See?
No, I didn't. I still have yet to send an asshole. I don't even want to take the photo and look at it myself. Like, you know, like, because that's the thing. Is
I think that needs to be the next step. You have to send him an asshole pic. You have to one up him.
No. But you know, I enjoy it. You know. And especially, like, obviously, like, me and him, like, yesterday was good because, like, it was, like, almost like foreplay. Like, I didn't know we were going to hook up because I actually didn't think we were going to hook up. But throughout the day, we sent those things back and forth, like, these stupid, like, emojis. And then we're, like, sending photos of, you know, our private parts. And then next thing you know, having sex. And then next thing you know, don't talk about it.
It's always funny. I don't know if I really am envious of the generation now of just like the swipe right and like swipe right and fuck.
Don't be. It's terrible. So I went. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. So I went on 2 dates with this kid, and the first date was okay. You know, like he seemed like a normal person. He said he worked in construction. I don't even believe he has a job at this point, to be honest with you. But you know, all this stuff, whatever. And like we went up. We went and we smoked a blunt. Clearly, it's a classy date right there for me. And then we went to Smoky Bones and we had drinks. And like whatever, we didn't even kiss on the first date. Like it was, you know, it was casual. And I was like, you know what, I like this kid. So the second date we go out and I don't know if he like thought it was gonna like impress me or what, but he shows me fake money that he has, counterfeit money, $100 bills, right? And I'm like, these do look real. But, like, you're also going to go to prison for this. Like, you do realize that.
That's
Like,
not,
so, like, wait, out
like,
on the date
yes.
to pay for the...
No. The second date, we just went, we were, like, smoking a blunt, and he, like, just, like, was, like, I think he was, like, trying to brag. He was, like, trying to brag and, like, show off to me. And it's like, I'm a 35-year-old woman, and I work almost every single day of my life to pay my bills. So you showing me fake money, like, that's not...
Like, you could tell it was fake.
When I first looked at it, no. But then, like, the more I looked at it, I was like, wow, this is, like, really... This is fake. And the more I looked at it, I was like, oh, like, actually it doesn't feel right. And he was like, yeah, I know, right? Crazy. I'm like, you're going to prison for this. So I'm like...
And that's not, like, just prison. That's, like...
No,
that's Fed time.
No, seriously.
Butt rape prison.
Seriously. So I'm like, oh, don't want to talk to this person anymore. But, like, I don't know what my problem is. I get nervous telling somebody that I'm not interested when I'm not.
I was the same way for a while, too. And so
Really?
Like, oh, yeah. You know what it was? I don't know what it was, but, like, sometimes I am the avoider.
Some people get angry. Like, if you're, like, completely like, oh, hey, I didn't, like, feel a connection, they'll get angry and, like lash out at you, like, call you names, like, whatever, like, put you down. And it's like, clearly if you thought that I was, like, a fat, ugly slut, then, like, why do you want to be with me anyways? But then that makes you feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, that's true. That's true.
So I was like, okay, like, so on the second date also, like, so I found out, like, his last name, because, like, he like, showed me his ID for a second, for whatever reason, because he's, like, I don't know, he drives, like, a truck, whatever. So, like, clearly I took the time to scope out his, like, first and last name. So I leave this date, and I'm like, I never want to see this person again, but I, like, look him up, you know, and I find out, like, that he has a girlfriend. So I'm like, okay, well... Like, one, what a fucking scumbag. And two, like, okay, good. Now I really don't have to worry about ghosting him because, like, he has a girlfriend, so he's not going to really bother me that much longer. But then he was like, oh, like, what's up? Like, that's it? You don't want to see me anymore? I'm like, oh, no, I'm just so busy. But then his girlfriend fucking friend requested me on Facebook, her and another girl that she was friends with at, like, 1 a.m. last week. And I, like, saw it, and I was like, this girl looks so familiar. And I was like, oh, shit. I was like, you know what? I am not about this life. And I was like, deny. Like, deny.
So fucking crazy. How old are they?
I don't need that in my
That
life.
sounds like some childish shit.
So he was, like, 28, she was only 22.
Oh, so
Yeah.
Oh, she wanted like to argue and drama.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, you know what? You can have your fucking fake money boyfriend, girl. Like, I do not want him. I'm sorry I ever went on a date with him. Like, well, not the first time because it was okay and I got the free drinks. So, but like,
Yeah, from his fucking free money.
no, he paid with a credit card that time. Oh my god. Can you imagine if he had paid with fake money and we got arrested? Oh.
Yeah, because it's not like you're using. Okay, first off, if you're gonna counterfeit things, you don't use $100 bills.
Right? Like, use like a 5 or something. Like,
Yeah, a 5 or a 10, or at the very most you use.
Or you don't fucking counterfeit money and try
I'm
to
just
take
saying-
a girl out on a date.
and brag
I'm
about it.
just saying-
Like, even if you are counterfeiting money, like, fucking keep it to
Don't
yourself.
brag about
yeah,
it. Yeah,
like,
act like you're a fucking baller.
No.
Nobody
Let's
thinks
just start-
you're cool.
Let's
Like-
start from the ground level of this shit, all right? If you work in the service industry, I've worked in customer service. What's the first thing they do when they give you a $100 bill? They take out that fucking marker and they swipe it to make sure it's real.
See, I've never done that, and why do they do that? Like, what does the marker do? Is it a special marker or any marker?
It's a special marker.
Because there's like a thing inside of it that when you put the marker, it like shows.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've never done that. I have received a fake $5 bill before, though. And like a piece of shit, I went to Dunkin' Donuts because I was trying to do laundry.
Wait, what did you receive it from?
I don't know, like a job or something, like, you know, like waitressing Applebee's or some fucking shit. And so I was doing laundry at the laundromat, and I like that's like the only thing I had left on me or something, and it wasn't taking it. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I like looked at it, and I was like, "Is this like not real? This looks weird." So then I went to Dunkin' Donuts and I bought like 4 munchkins, so I'd get like the $4 back, so I could do my laundry. I know, I'm a criminal.
What's she supposed to do? Go be an honest person? Fuck that.
I didn't do my laundry. I earned that fake $5.
You need fucking cord. You buy some fucking munchkins and you do your goddamn laundry.
I can't love it.
Yeah.
Dunkin' Donuts can take that $5 loss. Like, you know, they're a huge corporation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll be okay.
It's awful.
I get like arrested after the show. They're like, "Ma'am, you've just admitted to like so many
No one knows
felonies."
who you are. And who knows when you worked at Dunkin' Donuts? Could have been years and years ago. Statute of limitation.
True, it was a really long time ago.
Yep. For all those police officers listening, this is actual. This is fiction.
You're so stupid.
Yeah, man. It's funny. Like who was I? I'm actually still talking to a homegirl. She was talking about all the stories. She's just telling me all these stories about like the random dudes who like and just like the hookers and stuff like that. I can't wait to get her on the show. She used to work at one of the bars I used to go to. So she was talking about unsolicited dick pics and things like that. And we were talking, and I was like, does any woman really want an unsolicited dick pic? Just like randomly look at their phone and go, whoa! And she was like, absolutely not.
No. Unless it's it's amazing.
Unless it's in like
Unless it's amazing.
Yeah.
unless he looks like a lumberjack.
Yeah, like if you are working with something amazing, then feel free to send it whenever.
Like if I was working with Mr. Marcus's packages, I would just send it every
Who the hell
morning.
is Mr. Marcus?
Google him. I would just every morning I would wake up and tweet a picture of my dick. Every morning. Just a good morning. Slam on the table. But which is funny difference between guys because it's like, oh, unsolicited titty or vagina pic? Cool. It's weird. Is it just the penis? Does it just look that disgusting?
Sometimes, yeah, it depends. It depends on what it looks
I
like.
mean, penises aren't really pretty in general.
Yeah.
Like, they're just
Then how do
fucking
male strip clubs
odd.
It's mainly about the
Male strip clubs, they don't actually ever show
Yeah,
you
no,
their
they
dick.
don't. They
They keep their underwear on. They get to keep their dignity. Don't worry.
But like a good dick pic is I feel like it's about the total package. You know?
Like all of it.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It's like it's
Dicks are not.
I mean, obviously it could just be the dick, but like it has to be, special lighting. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But like
ambiance.
But like that kid that I used to hook up with, he sent amazing dick pics, and it was like basically like him in his bathroom, like like doing like the girl pose, like fucking taking a photo of the mirror.
Yeah.
But like he was super fit, and like
So
cut.
it was about the full package.
And then
not
and
just
he
the
also
package.
had like a huge dick, so it really was like that. I was like, oh, okay. Like,
I'm gonna have to. You know what's funny? This is gonna be one of those shows where I have to preface and go, "All right, guys, listen up. There's going to be a lot of talk about penis on here, so if you're uncomfortable, don't listen. Otherwise, enjoy it. This is actually a pretty good fucking episode.
No minors.
Huh?
No minors.
No minors.
Oh, this goes up as explicit every time. It was funny. It was given the option of explicit or clean. I was so tempted to put one on there where I dropped the C word a bunch of times. You get angry. I was so tempted to put it on there as clean, but I was like, nah, let me not do that. Oh man. So, does anyone have any funny one-night stand stories?
The only one I had was that fucking
the
toe
stripping.
thing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if I've definitely had one night stands, but like, I smoke too much weed and I never remember my life. So it's like, do I do this on purpose or I just like black it out? I'm like, no, that never happened. People like bring up to me things and I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that did happen.
I did do that. Shit.
No, I haven't had any. I've been trying to be good recently. Like, I mean, obviously, like I hooked up with my trainer last night, but
Stamina.
yep. Oh, he's so cute. That's like the worst part. He's so cute. And I'm like, I'm like okay, but like I'm not on his level whatsoever.
Well, he's a personal trainer.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Probably looks like a wrestler.
He looks exactly like Matt Damon, but like hot Matt Damon, like not fat Matt Damon, you know.
It's fat Matt Damon, hot Matt Damon.
What the hell's the name of that movie? Born Supremacy.
Yeah. No, he looks just like that. He's so sexy. Gets me to work out though. Shames me into it. I'm like, oh, I'm so fat. And you're so hot. That's what, you know, it's funny. So when we're working out, he's like, come on, suck it up, just do it. And I'm like, dude, okay, can I just tell you right now that, like, I'm not slacking off because I want to. Like, I'm trying my fucking hardest because you're hot as fuck. And I clearly don't want to look like a fat piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you that I can't do it, I physically fucking can't do it. Like, you know?
This comedian goes, this guy, he was, guy was personal training him. And, like, I guess after the workout, he just fell. And he goes, get up! He's like, no oxygen down there. He's laying on the ground going, I will die however I want to.
Right?
I've done one personal training session, and this is when I was in mega shape. His guy was like, you don't need me.
I feel like if you do get a personal trainer, that you do have to find somebody that is sexually, like, that you're sexually attracted to somewhat, because I feel like that gives you the extra motivation, to be honest.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
You know, because for real, you don't want to look like a fat ass in front of them. Like, you're like, oh, I like want to look like someone, you know, in shape, so you're gonna try harder.
That makes sense to me. But hey, well, I'm obviously not personal training anybody. One day I'll be back in shape. I figure my best shape will probably be Michael Clark Duncan-ish.
I don't even know who that is.
Green Mile.
Still don't. I don't think I saw that movie.
Blah.
What was the Green Mile about? Football?
No. Prison.
Oh.
Racism.
Football, prison, same difference.
He was the. Do you remember the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie?
I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't. I haven't been in the movie theaters in like a million years. Because people ruin the movies.
Well, yeah. What can you do?
The other day I watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall at my house.
Movie.
And I watched it with my daughter, who is about to be 16. And she's been like really distant recently. Always on her cell phone. So I was like, oh, let's watch this movie. It's super funny.
That's my question.
Oh, okay.
But
I do know who that is, yeah.
But he has a gut too, so like I'm realistic with what I'm gonna look like.
Right. So I knew she wasn't like she's. I was like, oh, watch this movie. It's so funny. And she's like, okay. So at the end of the movie, I'm like, you weren't even paying attention. And she's like, what do you mean? And I was like, she's like, I was. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, I was. I'm like, so did you notice that like the lead character in this movie like showed his dick like 4 times? She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, no, like hit full frontal. You didn't notice. That's how I know you weren't fucking paying attention.
Oh, that's funny.
Have you seen that movie? It's so funny.
What movie?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
Like we saw Jason.
We were watching it the other day when you were
On Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, because the nurse was like, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah,
Good movie.
She didn't even didn't even see the screen. She just heard. I think he was like inside of you. She's like, oh,
Yeah.
forgetting Sarah Marshall. Yeah. All right. This has been the Old Man Wade Show. I want to thank my wife for doing the show with me again, even though I had to bribe her with wine that she purchased her own. I want to thank Jamie for coming on the show, even though she braved the snow. That's not going to start for another hour or two.
Right.
To everyone, Maria, can I get a damn it, Wade?
Nope.
Damn it, Wade.